I bought the cheapest BMW C1 on the internet with one goal, one simple-ish goal, and that's to restore it and ride it the length of the UK, John O'Groats to Land's End on this. Now this episode is going to be extremely thrilling. Okay, I can't sugarcoat what this episode's going to be about. I just can't do it. I would like to be saying in this episode we're going to be getting down and dirty, fixing this beautiful C1, very beautiful cobwebs, but it does involve the colour brown, so I suppose it could be dirty if you thought of it in that minging way. So in this episode, what we're going to try and do is start some of the restoration of this bike, and it's going to start with dyeing that absolutely minging seat, hopefully back to showroom condition. I say the word hopefully because, like most things, I don't actually have a clue what I'm doing whatsoever, and things are going to get better. But first of all, I'll show you the seat in the most dramatic way I possibly can, because I need to make this video dramatic and cinematic, because as a content creator, I have no idea how I'm going to make you stick around to watch this entire episode with dyeing a seat. But anyway, add dramatic music, cue the seat. I know, right? Seriously dramatic. What I suggest is a really strong cup of coffee, Americano with milk, as we like to drink here in the UK. Sip this, stay awake. This is about to get, hopefully, I don't know how I'm gonna make this look good, hopefully super interesting. Right, let me tell you exactly what I've got to transform this amazing chair into that perfect brown leather again. You're gonna need lots of this. So inside here, the previous owner said, don't worry, I've left you with some dye that perfectly matches the chair. An old-fashioned, cheap budget action camera, waterproof dive case as well, just in case anybody wants one of those. This is Scratch Doctor leather colorant. I mean, this sounds like something someone might use, I don't know, on other things, but it has got the word tan on the back, and it does look very brown, like that looks brown. Now, being a man that of course reads all of the instructions, because we all do, I mean, let's lie a little bit so we briefly look at them. That's probably stretching as well, but according to these instructions I've read thoroughly all the way through, it says you must clean the seat, you must use like an alcohol style wipe on the seat as well, something about a hairdryer to speed up the process, and I'm pretty sure you just layer this onto what I used to call a J cloth, but apparently it's now an all-purpose cloth, and then you just rub, and again, being a man, I'm very good at rubbing very, very fast, so hopefully this will work. If not, it's going to be an expensive seat change. But saying that, again, I've not seen anywhere that's selling any of these new or in good condition to change it for, so this should be our best option. So of course, after digesting all of those instructions, I've bought these, and these are Clinell Universal Wipes, and I kid you not, in the medical world they use these to wipe down things like stretchers, medical beds, equipment, etc, etc. And I know, because I used to be in the ambulance service many years ago, and this is exactly the product that we used to use. So I'm going to rub the seat down with this. This should dry and then hopefully give us this perfectly clean, moist, ready to take it surface that we need. I kind of feel like I need to sort of cue some kind of like, come on Tab, yes, cue some kind of like, I don't know, sexy music or something as I'm wiping the seat down. Oh, that stinks. But it does remind me of the good old days when I used to actually save lives for a living. Anyway, now I'm cleaning seats. Let's take a few of these bad boys out. Right, let's do it. Let's cue the sexy music.
I'm buzzing, let's drink up. Your death look like big fun. Come on, let's get it on. Like that Marvin Gaye song. I'm stunning, you love it. Come on, give me something. I know that you want it. Come on, give me something.
Now, it did say something about a hairdryer to speed up the process. And I kind of got bored when I read the instructions at that point. So we're going to do what all clever people do. We'll just blow on the seat. Same thing, blows it dry. It'll be fine. Now it's that magical moment, that moment where we use this leather colorant on the chair. This is the moment where things are all about to change. You're going to get very excited. At this point, you're probably opening up the bubbly, the Prosecco, about to pop the cork with delight as you see what this bad boy can do. So again, let's cue the very sexy music and let's make the change that the C1 has been waiting for its entire life. Ugh. Yeah. Now, I'm pretty sure you can already see that this looks like poo being spread over a chair. I'm hoping you can already see the transformation. I have no idea how much I'm putting on or what I'm doing, but I'm just going to cover this bad boy in lows and I'm going to hope for the best. So I'm going to continue. I've kind of done half to show you this amazing example, but it just looks like poos have been spread everywhere all over the chair. Right, let's carry on. This is thrilling. You must be loving every second of this video. Well, I've just made the executive decision that I should probably read a little bit more of the instructions, and it does say, first of all, a very small area, do a test to make sure that it doesn't cause any damage. I've just covered that entire seat. The other thing it does say as well, I thought it was going to be a quick process of whacking it on, leaving it to dry, rubbing it in, and it'll all be perfectly fine. It says it may take multiple layers. I think I've used about half of this doing one. So just bits of advice, test it first to make sure it doesn't cause any damage and it's the right colour. And also, most importantly, make sure you do a little bit and do multiple layers. Now, thankfully it's a beautiful sunny day, so I'm going to give this a little bit of time to dry while I make myself another coffee so I don't fall asleep during this process. And I'll tell you a little bit more information about the camera kit I'm using, and one of my big concerns about this as soon as I've got that fresh cup of coffee in my hand. So with a freshly made bean to cup coffee, give me this amazing white Americano. I'm going to make up and say the beans are from like Lithuania or somewhere like that. But reality, I popped to Sainsbury's and buy bean grade number 5 because I think it's absolutely spot on. Anyway, what I want to talk to you about right now, because I get asked this all the time, is what cameras do I use to film these vlogs? Well, of course, out on the road, they're action cameras, but when I'm filming things like this, I use the Pocket 3. So everything right now that you're seeing is filmed on the Pocket 3. What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave you a link down for Amazon where you can click on it. It is an affiliate link. I do get a little bit back, but you can click on there and it will take you straight to the Creator Pack. And the reason why you want the Creator Pack is because it comes with an extra handle battery that clicks in. That means that your camera's going to last for hours and hours and hours. And also, this microphone is a game changer if you want to start making vlogs. And it is just an awesome camera. Focus is super quick. You can zoom in, you can use digital zoom. It's just full of awesome features, including low light that I use on a regular basis. Now, I was saying I do have a concern about what I'm doing to this seat. Let me explain. Yeah, that doesn't look dry yet. Now, my concern is I wear my favourite motorcycle clothes, and they're from Roadkin. And believe it or not, last year I was made their official 2024 ambassador. I was given a bottle of champagne, I was given a whole certificate. Eventually, when I'm reading my studio, everything's going on there to do with all the brands I work with and how many ambassadors, well, I'm the ambassador for how many brands I'm with, but I love my Roadkin stuff. And the thing of it is, my Roadkin stuff is the jeans are just awesome. I wear the jacket, I wear the hoodie, I even wear the gloves. Now, this is what's going through my head currently. That poo brown stained stuff I've put on to dye this seat. My favourite Roadkin jeans, if I wear them and sit on there, am I going to walk along with the poo patch on my bottom, not knowing about it. If it rains and it gets wet, it says it's waterproof, but am I going to end up with a poo stain again on my bottom? I don't know. That's my concern, because I absolutely love my Roadkin jeans. I wore a pair all the way around the UK that I did a massive trip, 16 days. I wore the same pair across pretty much most of Europe and into Africa on part of my world adventures. And even in my last few vlogs, I take them on a plane with me and I wear them when I do my bucket list adventures. That's how much faith I've got in Roadkin. So hopefully they'll make me their official, we'll lose the word unofficial, their official ambassador for 2025, because I deserve it. But anyway, most importantly though, all their gear, and generally I wouldn't wear it if I didn't think it was the best gear going. Again, there's a link down in the description, and also a 10% discount code. If you simply put in that little box when you're ordering helmet, you'll get 10% off. What means you'll pick up your jeans at an absolutely awesome price. Anyway, I have no idea if this is dried yet. I'm going to finish this coffee. We're going to grab another cloth and we're going to have a bit more of a rub, and we'll see what the results is from what we've managed to do today. Okay, plan. Let's rub this in a little bit more. Well, that has gone pretty, most of it, pretty hard. Well, hard, I mean dry. Dry, hard, is that the right word? I don't know. This doesn't quite look like I was expecting it to look. More layers? I mean, look, will that end up on my bottom? I don't know. Plan B, I'm gonna add some more, because more's good, right? Really get it in place, because the stuff that's on it, it's like, is dried, but it's like, it's coming off like a rubber. So I've obviously put too much on, but I'm kind of thinking if I rub in some more, give it a really good rub and get it into some places. I mean, to be fair, it's looking it's looking like a pussy. But what I'm trying to say is you can't see where all the white bits were off the old chair. You can't really see that, can you? I mean, I don't know if I class this as an improvement currently, and I'm getting it a bit everywhere, but I think it will come off. It's definitely looking brown, is the word. Very brown. I feel like I need to put more on, but I'm sure that's not what you're supposed to do. Maybe the colour isn't tanned. Maybe it's a different colour. Yes. More is good. More, put a bit there, put a bit there. Pool colour. Looks like when the dog's done something. Yeah, something it shouldn't have there. Yeah, I want you to fill in those bits. That's it. I think maybe you're supposed to take the seat off when you do this. I'm just putting it out there now. Well, as I'm leaving that to dry again, I think you're supposed to leave it for 24 hours, but right now I'm leaving it to dry. It's a nice warm day. There's some things that I still have to get sorted for this bike, and one of the things I was desperately asking people was if anybody's got a 3D printer or know someone with a 3D printer, or a company wants to get involved and help me out, because this little thing here, I want to get 2 of these 3D printed, and I'm happy to send them to a person that can do it, or that person to come and visit and show me exactly what they do, or actually I'll go and visit them would probably be the right answer, and we'll look at the 3D printer and how they make this, because I think it'd be quite cool. Because bike parts, as we know, especially on things like BMW, are so expensive. This is just atrociously expensive. I'll show you where it goes and you'll see what it's for, but I mean, I need it because it will help with this restoration that is clearly looking awesome. So this is like the crash plastic thing. Foam goes in here, and then we can spray foam some stuff in there, it's fine, and we can stick it into place. But this literally goes on here somehow, like this, like that. Maybe it's slightly different shape. Anyway, it goes in like this, and one goes on the other side as well, and it's basically meant to be the crash protection, and they're known to come off and break, and as you can see that's happened. So I want to replace these. I really think that's the same size as, let me have a look, as the other side. Oh, hello. Yeah, it's just, it sticks out a little bit more basically, so it's out here. Basically, that's what I'm after, getting 3D printed. So hopefully someone can help me. If not, we might have to invest in our own. And again, that would be interesting because I have no idea how 3D prints works, and then it just layers things. I'm happy for it to layer completely, and it just, you know what I mean. Anyway, the other side, what it needs, I believe, before it can go for an MOT and officially go back on the road, what I'd like to do is check the variator. It's the thing that moves the belt up and down, and also replace the actual belt in it. So basically the drive belt and the variator. Again, I'm gonna look at YouTube videos, see if they can help me. I really hope that we've got some experts who knows what they're doing will actually come and give me a hand, and we'll take that off, we'll check the variator, or we'll order parts for it, or order a used one probably, because again, parts are so hard to find, and we'll get the belt changed in another episode and make sure that that's fit, as well as have a look over it, make sure things like the wheel bearings and things are all good and it's fit for the road. I managed to dry out the front headlight that was full of water when I first got it, so that's looking pretty good as well. I generally think that's everything I need to get it on the road, so at least we can get it out and get it tested. Well, tested, get it reviewed as such on the channel and see what it's like with this massive screen. I've been told not to ride it on a windy day because it's dangerous, but hey, you know what I'm like with danger. I just go and see what happens and find out what can go wrong. The other thing that's on the list is basically the plastic, as in regards to the whole bike and its plastics. Somebody's previously sprayed this bike very badly, and I would love, absolutely love, to find a place where I can take this in, we'll take off the panels, we will get this resprayed, or even better, wrapped in something really funky and cool. I kind of want to put this back to original, but I'd love to add it helmet head logo and design it and put it out almost as a bike that can come to some of the bike shows and things I go to as a bit of an advert for the, well, basically for my channel and the business and the person, hopefully, that would know how to wrap or do some of that stuff as well. Because could you imagine this being sat outside the NEC at Motorcycle Live? I mean, it would definitely get some interesting attention, I reckon, quite a bit. As more things pop into my brain, I literally was about to sit on this chair and speak to them and realise that it's still got all this weird dye on it and I look like I pooed myself. But I obviously need to do the basic stuff like service it, change the oil, change the spark plug, basically a full service on it as well. I have no idea last time it was done. The other thing is the back box that sits here. It's got the lugs that are broken. I'm still trying to figure out a way I could either attach it, because I have to get underneath to the flap here where the battery is in case I ever need to change the battery. So it can't be permanently there. I don't want to be on the side of the road trying to undo loads of bolts because I've literally, like, you know, stuck it on using whatever bolts and stuff onto there. So it needs to sort of go back originally how it was supposed to. That being said as well, the battery on this bike does not hold charge. I've tried to charge it overnight, a couple of days, tried to recover it. It doesn't work. It needs a new battery, about 35 quid. I need to get one of those ordered as well. What else is there? And the other big thing is still the centre stand, because the centre stand is supposed to use off these two mechanisms. I think one of the cables is broken. All that means the plastics have to come off to find it. But apparently there's a small plastic clip that I can't find anywhere currently, and somebody made like an aluminium one somewhere, and I really want that one because apparently that goes in and the prongs on it to do with spinning it easily snap. That's what I've read up on so far, and I really want to get the centre stand to work the way it's supposed to be, because dangling your leg and trying to put the thing on and off the stand is an absolute pain up the butt. Well, as this restoration continues, hopefully this bike will tell a really cool and fun story. I generally can't wait to ride this bike all the way from Land's End to John O'Groats, whichever way round it ends up being, but ride the length of the UK. So I just think it's going to be such an absolute giggle. Now, as part of that, what my plan is to get this bike, once it's all done and dusted, shipped to the start point, and ideally shipped back from the start point from my studio location, because I don't want to ride it twice. If I'm all honest with you, I think once is brave enough. But I don't know where I'm going to go with this bike in regards to that, because I'm not sure currently. I have an idea, and I might do it for a charity that I really love and I've supported before, and they mean a lot to me as well. So I might do it for that charity yet, but I've not 100% made that decision, and there is reasons behind it, because I'm asking people to get involved in this bike, and I want to take the people that get involved on this trip, but I still might open it up. We will see. It'd be nice to get an entire whole band of people together riding along, and even have an idea about a theme for that as well. But one step at a time, one step at a time. But today's video and the results, and do you know what? I actually think this looks a lot better from when we originally started. I think it has been an improvement. It kind of looks like slightly, I don't know, like an arty version of a chair is how I'm going to describe it. That kind of like slightly different coloured look. Now this needs 24 hours, I think, to dry properly and soak in, and hopefully that dye will continue to change. I'm going to give it a couple more layers over the next few days as well and let it dry, and then when we come back for the next video we'll have a proper look at the result. But do you know what, it actually, as it's drying, it's looking better and better and better. I wouldn't say new showroom, and I'd like a new seat if I'm honest, but that's an improvement, and that's what really matters. Okay, so if you think that you can generally help one way or another, please get in contact. There is a business email that you can click on YouTube, and of course there you can reach out to me as well on Facebook via the messenger on the Facebook page. All the links and stuff are down in the description. You'll be fine, you'll be able to find me really easy. Even if you think that you could go, do you know what, I'll send him a part that he'll need for this bike because I know what he wants and I'm interested in seeing him giving it a go himself, feel free to help me out. Anything, battery, anything you think that you could do, I generally love your support, because I'd love to get as many people involved in this restoration as possible, because I think by myself I'm making a hash of it, but then that's part of the fun of the channel. That's why I bought this bike, to do it when I'm not as busy running around reviewing press bikes or on massive adventures or at launches and media stuff, to be able to enjoy a little bit of fun time on the driveway making this bike back to some kind of form of glory. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hopefully you've not fallen asleep and you've probably had about 5 coffees and desperate for a wee. So I'll see you next time here on Helmet Head and the bonkers crazy stuff we get up to in the bike world. Take care and bye bye for now. I've just realised I've got to put this back in the garage and it weighs a ton, and because my garage is so full it's got to fit in the middle of all the bikes, and I basically have to climb out and squeeze through, and I can't sit on the seat. So yeah, I wish I thought this through. Right, take that off. Do not fall, do not fall. Come on, baby, we can do this together. Look at that. God, this is well heavy for a 125. Backing up, backing up. Come on, muscles are still. Do not scratch my beautiful scrambler. Look at that. That is as tight as a nun's crutch. Yep. Yep. Yes. Is that in? It's close enough for me. Yes. No. No, that'll do. Yes. Oh yeah.